Okay, and so our next game on the card is Between Horizons. And Between Horizons is available on Steam for PC. It goes for 15.99 USD, but there is a free to play demo, so you can try out the game before you buy it. And I do want to take the time to thank the developer as well as the publisher of Between Horizons for providing me with a free copy of the game to play on tonight's stream. Again, if you are here and stream with us, you're going to use exclamation point GOTC. That's going to allow for you to see all the games that I'm playing. And if you're watching this as a VOD on YouTube, then the information for the game will be in the description box below. So, all right, let's go ahead and jump into this. So hit play, new game, games, movies. Homestar Runner was, man. Your progress is frequently autosave, indicated by a small icon in the top right corner of the screen. All progress since the previous save point will be lost when you quit. You can neither manually save nor load a previous save point. Oh, well, I don't know. There's no going back. I don't know how I feel about that one. You can find many options in the game settings to customize your experience. For example, you can turn off the time limit for dialogue choices and disable tutorials if desired.
I must have been 8 or 9 years old when I first realized that I would never witness the Zephyr's arrival. As a small child, I often imagined myself stepping foot on Eurus D, leaving the ship for the first time in my life. I didn't understand at the time that this was a privilege reserved for my grandchildren. I still remember the conversation I had with my father. He was uncomfortable about the whole thing, and I get it. People don't like talking about their children's mortality. Still, he made me feel better. He reminded me of the importance of our mission for the survival of mankind. We're the only egg in the second basket, he said, or something like that. The basket being Eurus D, a habitable planet just 4 light years away from Earth. And the egg, that's the roughly 1,300 people aboard the Zephyr. Everyone I'll ever know.
Okay. Okay, let's move that out of the way because it keeps like. Press E to advance the dialogue. When prompted to pick one or multiple answer, use the L stick to confirm your selection. Use next. Repeat tutorial? No. Stella? Stella! Did you go to bed already? Of course not. Well, in that case, do you have a few minutes? There's something I'd like to show you. What is it? You'll see. It's a surprise. Okay. I'll be right out. Great. I'll be in my bunk upstairs. As you make progress, journal entries are added to your PDA. Open it by pressing the share button. Some tutorials briefly take over the controls in order to demonstrate something, okay? Your personal digital assistant offers a variety of crucial tools to aid you in your investigations. Switch between tabs by pressing R2 and L2. Your progress and objectives are documented here, organized by the cases you are working on. Entries that don't relate to a specific case are listed in the general category. Press circle to go back to a previous interface or share to close your PDA immediately. No. I know you're sick, but I have to go out for a bit, okay? I'll be back very soon. Oh, she can change the backgrounds. That's cool. That's cool, actually. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say you played this one not too long ago, didn't you, hon? Consult your map whenever you're trying to find a place on the ship. You can open the directory by pressing L3. Stella's icon marks your current location. Use the L to switch between selected locations. Okay. Right now, you only have access to a small part of the ship that is relevant to your current task. As new cases open up, so will new areas. The Zephyr is a ringed spaceship, as illustrated on the left side. This means that if you move in one direction long enough, you will end up in the same place again. Okay.
I knew that Dad was worried about me. He'd noticed that I'd been sleeping a lot lately and virtually stopped socializing. I wasn't sure at the time what was wrong with me, but I found it harder and harder to get motivated.
Thought this was the chief's bunk. What is it that you want to show me? Our messages from Earth for the arrival day celebrations came in early. Already? Arrival day is still weeks away. Yeah, they always send the messages in advance to be sure we have them in time. Earth has a surprise for us this year. What surprise? Tell me already. Everyone got a private message from their relatives. We got our own personal message from Mom, Stella. Can you believe it? Navigator Joseph already related to me. Do you want to see it? Yes, of course. Okay, here we go. So this part is only for my family, right? Okay, hi. Oh my god, I haven't prepared anything. They only just told me I could say something to you guys in private. How are you out there? I hope things are going better than they are on Earth. We've been having rolling blackouts again. I was so worried they'd get in the way of this recording. Anyway, I wanted to say that we recently received the video you sent last year. Stella, I have never seen you in that uniform before. Wow. And William, you look like you haven't aged a day. Still the handsome young man I met 40 years ago. Remember that night? We were on a ship of all places. What was it called? Something Sparrow? Or am I mixing it up now? I'm so proud of both of you. This mission is such an incredible, enormous thing you're doing. Everyone on Earth is rooting for you. It's been so many years since you left, and it still doesn't feel real. I really hope these messages get to you. I worry about it every year. I don't know how they do it. It's all magic to me. You'll see more of me in the public video, unless you watched that already. Happy arrival day. You say that, right? Love you both. That was it. Seems like they weren't given much time to record these. I'm just glad she had the opportunity at all. Is this going to be a part of the yearly update from now on? I don't know. Maybe there's something about it in the other files. They just came in an hour ago. Well, don't tell anyone about it yet, okay? Everything alright? Are you alright, Dad? Something your mom said has me worried. What? There's no way she forgot the name of the ship where we met. I have to talk to the captain. About Mom? Not directly. It's complicated. This can't wait. Sorry, I'll explain later. What the? Earth's been compromised. I'm getting a call. What's going on tonight? Sergeant Elderich? Assistant Chief Stella, are you with your father? He just left, wants to talk to the captain. Then maybe you could step in. Could you come talk to me at the security office? Sure, I'll be there in a minute. Are you all suited up? I am. Why? You might have to look into something. I'll explain when you're here. It seems like you may need to brush up on your suit's scanning ability. Trigger it by pressing square. Once you can investigate, objects you can investigate are highlighted in blue for a short period of time. Collect them by walking in range and pressing X before they stop glowing. Okay. Once a clue has been collected, an entry about it is created in your PDA's evidence tab. New and updated clues are marked with a special icon. Okay. Find more now by hitting the. Okay. That's it. And then I guess. No. Oh, no. Is this it? Okay. Mom wanted to join the mission as well, but she had to stay on Earth because it turned out she suffers from a cardiovascular condition, making it impossible for her to survive in space. Okay.
Dad seemed to be pretty shaken up, but I didn't understand why this detail was such a big deal to him. And what did the captain know about it?
Okay. Okay, so now. Okay, so we need to go down. I think I need to go down one more. Okay. Remember to R2 while moving to sprint. I love the pixel art in this. Press E, but we're playing with the controller, so I believe it's X. Sorry. Press E, nearby person will start a conversation with them if they have something to say to you. If they don't, the speech bubble symbol above their hair will be missing or grayed out. Good evening, sergeants. Assistant Chief. Hey, Stell. Paul, address her properly. Properly. Come on, Dad. You can call me Stella. It's alright, Aldrich. I don't need to hear my own title all the time. As you wish. But I would like to point out that your father places great importance on procedure. Anyway, let's talk about the reason I called you. A door in the network area triggered a security alert. We've had some false reports due to defective sensors lately, so it might be nothing. However, I tried to check in with programmer Aaron, who works down there, and he isn't answering his PDA. It's possible that he is wearing noise protection, but we should make sure everything is alright. Could you take the elevator down to the inner hall and have a look? Of course, should I ask an enforcer to come along? I don't think that's necessary. Programmer Aaron should be in the network office. Alright, I'll make sure he's okay and report back. All your dialogues are recorded in your PDA. If you ever find that your journals aren't detailed enough, you can reread any conversation right here. Okay. Just trying to make sure I'm not leaving nothing, okay. Okay, do this. Okay. Oh, but he did say take the elevator. So yes, we're technically general population, but I see myself more as a crew. Not like it matters. We have universal access, guns and armor, all forbidden to population. So we're not allowed to handle chemicals in the lab. Leader is the captain for that matter. We all have a role to play. That's not the same. And I think it matters whether we see ourselves as crew or population. Well, my bunk is in the residential area. Where is yours? And how do your neighbors look at you lately? Assistant Chief Stella, do you need anything? No, honestly, just took a wrong turn. I'm headed to the inner hall. A door in the network area set off an alarm. Good, we are about to head out anyway. Let's get back to work. Assistant Chief. Okay, I thought this was an elevator, but I was wrong. Is this the elevator? Oh, okay, it's like a glass elevator. Biscuit. I think we want to go to -1. I think we want to go down to -1. What the? What happened to the door? Programmer Aaron! Aaron, are you alright? Crap. Aaron, what's wrong? What happened? My head hurts so bad. It's bruised in the back. It's bruised in the back. Can you move? It is? Ugh. Ouch. What happened? I think someone was here. Someone was here? What do you mean? I went to the cafeteria for my evening break, but I returned a little earlier than usual. I've been working on a new data routing algorithm today, and I had an idea I didn't want to forget. When I came back, the door to the network area was broken. I wanted to check if everything was alright in my office, and when I came in here, there was someone standing next to my desk. What? Who? I don't know. I think a man? He was wearing a disguise. I turned to run back out, but he jumped me. He hit my head with something. That's all I remember. Shit. Give me a second. I'll get help. Dad, something happened down here. Aaron was attacked. Attacked? How is he doing? He seems okay, but his head is bruised. I'll send a medical team. Who attacked him? I don't know. You said the person was disguised. Seems like they broke into the network area. The door at the entrance has been cracked open. Uh-oh. Hold on, I'm gonna grab this water real quick. So my VTuber's gonna probably pop off the camera for a sec. Because I didn't realize I was gonna have to do a lot of reading. So... yeah, I didn't realize I was going to be doing a lot of reading tonight. I'll inform Sergeant Elderich and join you as soon as I can. Do you have your weapon on you? Yeah, I do. Good. I'll be there in a few minutes, okay? In the meantime, you should have a look around and talk to Programmer Aaron. Maybe you can find out what the intruder wanted in the network area. Okay. Watch your back. I'll be there soon. I'd like to ask you a few questions. Let me think. What did the intruder want? Thank you for that, Lurk. Do you have any idea what the intruder was doing in here? I haven't had much time to think about it yet. But since we're in the network area, I'll wager a guess and say it was something network related. I could take a look around, see if I notice anything unusual. No, you should take it easy until the medical team is here. I'll investigate the rooms and let you know if I find anything. Thank you. Let me think. What do I find in this area? What exactly do I find in this area? The various ship networks can be monitored from here. You can access them via the terminals next door, but only if you have the access rights or my special tool. I see. Let me think. That's all. That's all for now. The voice on the floor looks out of place. Maybe programmer Aaron could tell me more about it. I should show it to him. You just found an interesting clue. Progress in your cases will often be made by showing the right evidence to the right people. Regardless of whether or not a person has something to tell you, it is always possible to show them a clue you collected. To do so, press triangle and choose what you'd like to talk about. Okay. Just trying to make sure there's nothing else. Okay. Do you know what this is? Of course, that's one of my tools. Where did you find this? Next to the door to the network access point? I definitely didn't put it there. Do you think the tool could have been used by the intruder? I'm sure you need it to access and manipulate the data on the terminals in in the network access point. So that is probably what they wanted in here. Is there a way to find out what they did exactly? Huh? Would be a great start if we knew which network they manipulated. I'll grant you access to the terminals. Thank you. When can I see on those screens? Each terminal shows a visualization of data that was sent through the respective network over the past 24 hours. Ferret created the visualization a while back to make it readable for non-technical users. The left side is data being sent and the right side is data being received. If a network was manipulated, there should be some irregularity on one of the terminals. I'll have a look. Thank you. Your first case, progress is tracked in your PDA. The solution to a case is always a piece of evidence. You can assign it from the selection here. Once a solution has been assigned, a submit button will appear. After hitting that button, you can no longer change the solution and the case is closed. You alone decide at what point to submit the solution. However, be careful. If you aren't confident in your conclusion just yet, there is no going back. Okay. So do I want to go in here? Okay, no. Or is this the way we came in? Okay, so there is some encoding issues with this. Let me check. For settings. Okay. So not much we can really do. Okay. So I'm trying to find... That's the door I mentioned. It was broken when I came back from dinner. Whoever was here clearly doesn't usually have access to the network area. I should have called security right when I saw it instead of going back inside. Ouch. Okay. So there is some issues with the game. Like it's lagging really bad, it looks like. So I may wrap this one up. Or do they want me to like... I mean, but... We did the network tool. So that door doesn't open. Let me see. Okay, so no, that's the way that we came in. So I think it wants us to like... Stella, everything all right? Program error, how do you feel? I feel all right, Chief. But I'll get myself checked out to be sure. I found out what the intruder was up to. He manipulated one of the ship's networks. Good job. I think I even know which one. Could you have a look, program error? Of course, let me see. Huh? I don't see it. Which network do you think it is? I'd have to take a closer look at all of them myself. I'm sorry. Maybe I misunderstood the data. Listen, I actually came out here to tell you something else. I've been thinking about what the intruder's plan was exactly. These terminals and the access point only contain very recent information flowing from each network to our central servers. If the guy was after recent data, he could have accessed it right there using my tool. But he may have injected malware instead. The terminals are connected to the big servers down the hall for regular backups. Maybe his plan was to exploit this connection. For what purpose? I can only assume to override access rights so he can extract historical data from there. Would he have physically go there? Would he have to physically go there to do that? Correct. Stella, follow me now. Person in a hood. Hey, stop! Stella, let's go! Person in a hood. Enough! One more step and I'll shoot. Lie down flat on the ground. Now. What happened? I mean, it looked like he got questioned in by the door and did. Like, what do you mean what happened? The door is crushing me. Why would you try to slide up under there? You knew you weren't getting under there. What can I do? Why is it closing? They're sealing up. They must have been a breach. Where's the override? I don't think there is one. Fuck. What should I do? What should I do? Stella, listen to me. Sorry, I shouldn't be laughing. Sparrow was our code word. What? What are you talking about? Liz tried to say something's wrong. Okay. Where's the override, Dad? 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 He got crushed, did. And his body will be returned to the ship. He will stay with us until all of our journey ends. On a more personal note, I want to say that William was not only the best chief of security I could have ever wished for, but also a dear friend. I did not expect him to go before me, and I was not prepared for it. I don't think I could have been. I would also like to take this opportunity to put any rumors to rest. William's death was a deeply unfortunate combination of circumstances. He was in the wrong place at the wrong time. A cargo box came loose due to a malfunction and pierced a hole in the floor of the inner hull. Air began to stream out into the vacuum of the outer hull. The resultant loss of air pressure caused the emergency doors to shut. Thanks to the swift intervention of our brave mechanics, the breach could be contained shortly thereafter. However,
I kept staring at the notes for my speech, even though I wasn't reading a word of it. We had agreed to frame my father's death as an unfortunate accident, to keep the intruder a secret in the name of public peace and safety. It was our highest imperative. If there was a person between the ship's population and their safety, they would get crushed by design. There was no security override to save the individual. In a way, this concept made sense to me. It had to. After all, I was the chief of security now.
Well, they like you took your dad out. Between Horizon. That was a pretty good opener, though. So it should save. Become the chief of security. Okay, so I want to say that it's saved. So we are going to stop it there. But again, that is Between Horizons. And if you like what you saw of the game, you can pick this one up on Steam. It is available on PC. It goes for $15.99 USD, but it does have a free-to-play demo. So if you would like to play the demo for yourself to kind of get a feel of the game, be sure to go to Steam and check that out. Again, if you are here in the Twitch chat with us, you're going to use !GOTC. And if you are watching this video on YouTube, then the information for the game will be in the description box below. And again, a very big thank you to the developer and publishers of Between Horizon for providing me with a free copy of the game.